right, hello everyone. Welcome to the River's Edge Radio Network, broadcasting at riversedgepgh.com. I am Brian Crawford, and we are happy to have Mike Zickefoose here in studio. And for the radio listeners, we're going to do that announcement one more time. You're listening to the River's Edge Radio Network. Brian Crawford here, Mike Zickefoose in studio for a special Pittsburgh Backstage episode where we are going to talk about the All Scene Entertainment Festival right here at Mr. Small's Theater. And before we get into that, Mike, I want to talk about you and what you do. So you do a bunch of different things. You're an artist, for one. Rattle off the list of things you do. And this is important for those of you listening. Mike here, Mike Zickefoose, in studio, broadcasting from Mr. Small's Theater on the River's Edge Radio Network, is going to give us a laundry list of a million different things that he does. This is important. It is.
Thank you for having me. What do I do?
You're an artist, for one. We mentioned that.
I draw, paint, sculpt, craft, play drums.
So you're a musician as well?
Sometimes I'll dip in 12 and different street performances here and there for different things. I also work here at Mr. Small's for a good while now, loving it.
What do you do here?
I bartend the national shows. I work in the office, help throughout the entire production of things for the bar, just like for All Scene. I'll do my own productions from time to time that I'm ever so lucky and grateful to do and share with the local community as well.
So basically you do a lot of shit all over the place. You're kind of like you're like a collage, a living collage.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, all around Renaissance kid.
And I know you're listening right now at riversedgepgh.com, Pittsburgh's voice for local music, and you're thinking, why do I care? Right? Is that the question? You're asking, why do I care that Mike Zickefoose does so many different things? Because I feel like you are very representative of the festival you put together, All Scene, which again is a collage of all different types of Pittsburgh art, all in one spot right here at Mr. Small's. Just like you are a collage of all different types of talents, all embodied in one Zickefoose.
Thank you. I mean, just as like the name itself, All Scenes, bringing different, not just scenes of music, but different scenes of people together, has always been my aim. Being a musician, going to school for music, listening to so many genres and being a fan of so many genres of music, as well as being a fan of so much local talent that the city is so blessed to have, and to be able to share that and bring that together for people is just something that I enjoy doing. This is year 4. So wow. I'm really, really excited. I never thought I would.
Has it changed every year?
There's always, just as with the evolution of Smalls, the facility itself, the festival in an awesome evolutionary scale has also progressed from year to year, having different things as far as the music, the arts, bringing back comedy this year.
So you have comedy this year, art, music.
We'll have a yoga session by Millville Yoga Collective, which is awesome. Great way to start a festival day.
They do so much in the community as well, the Yoga Collective.
Yeah. Yes. I'm super excited to have that. We'll also have a drum circle as well for a first time, so that's really exciting. So bring your own yoga mat, bring your own hand drum, different ways to participate in the festival.
Participatory as well, like you can come in and actually take part in the festival yourself.
For sure, not just those ways, but also as far as another level of the art aspect goes. This is the second year that we'll also be having the Battle of the Brushes, a live painting contest.
A paint-off?
Pretty much, yep. So everyone who comes through the doors, they'll get a ticket to be able to have an audience-voted fan favorite battle artist. So that's another thing to look forward to again, not just help support, but just come and check out all the art, supporting the local scene.
And you're using every inch of this building, correct?
Yes, using the theater, the funhouse, and the courtyard, which I'm super excited about. I've used the funhouse and close to every evolution that it's come through except for last year. So I'm excited to have the funhouse included in its present state this year, which is super exciting.
And that was kind of like a rolling of the dice almost, wasn't it? It was because it's in such high demand. Obviously, Mr. Small's an amazing venue that you were kind of on pins and needles wondering, is it going to be available? Because it's such a hot commodity.
Yeah, the hardest thing, at least I feel, is just solidifying a date. Not just a date, but a date for both venues, the theater and the funhouse, to be able to have one event, being able to coincide together between both spaces. So I'm just really excited to share that, whether if it's been a month or a year since your last visit to Smalls. The common story
It changes all the time.
It's always changing. People are always excited to come back and see.
I sit in this studio which overlooks the courtyard, and I see changes happening on a daily basis. So even from day to day, you're seeing changes and improvements to Smalls all the time, which makes it really cool.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the song we're bookending this interview with is Favorite Band. It's a song by Nameless in August, and Jeremy of that band, Nameless in August, he'll be performing at the All Scene Entertainment Festival.
Yeah, it's really cool. Jeremy, along with a couple others, they'll also...
Is he going to bring the Terrapan, which is the Terrapan?
Yes,
Look back. I'll try to post it in the comments. I had Jeremy in the old studio at Millville Studios, and I actually got a live, in-person, one-on-one performance with the Terrapan, but I shared it with everyone else via the video. But it is an amazing instrument. How would you describe it? It's like a giant metal shell.
Yeah, it's almost...
It's really a unique instrument.
Like a steel drum turtle shell.
Yeah.
Like a reverse steel drum that's almost like a turtle shell. He and a couple other will be performing some non-traditional instrument performances. Jeremy with the Terrapan, Joe Plastino playing some didgeridoo.
Yes, that's very cool. I've seen him do that before. I think here actually at the Funhouse.
Nice, excellent. So yeah, he does didgeridoo as well as some live looping and beatboxing, which is like a cool little fusion of the
Does he use the didgeridoo in the live looping?
I believe so. Yeah, I've seen him.
I've never seen that before. I mean, I may have seen it. Maybe I saw part of it that night. I don't know, but I don't think so. I think he just went up and played. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So it's always cool to see like what he's gonna do as well. There's also different Dan and Pete playing some different guitar and djembe jams as well, which is really cool. October is International Drum Month.
Really?
So that's another just kind of implementation of a fun holiday to incorporate the drum circle, the different performances there as well. Exciting stuff.
Yeah.
Being a drummer as well, I'm slightly biased. But
What made you come up with this whole concept of just having this giant party, basically, inside this labyrinth? Or it's not really a labyrinth. I guess that's underground. We've been calling it the compound, the Smalls compound, because there's so many different facets to the building. What made you come up with this idea? How did you come up with the idea? Was it like an aha moment? Because that happens to me. When I came up with the pod crawl, I literally, which was an event we did last year, was a bar crawl with podcasting. I was just sitting at Grist House, drinking a beer, and then it was like a light bulb went off, and I said, aha, pod crawl. So was it something like that, or something else?
Kind of. Just like so many of us out there, I work multiple jobs. I work 2 jobs here at Smalls. I work at Painting with a Twist, who's also sponsoring the Battle of the Brushes as well. Thank you. As well as I work down on the Strip. So working all these jobs, I'm always surrounded by music, but I'm not always able just with having friends in the local music scene, other artists in the local art scene, I'm not always able to go out, to venture out, to see shows elsewhere. So in the initial year one, I basically just wanted to get all my friends who were musicians, artists, any type of like live entertainment, to a slight selfish degree, craft my own show to be able to see and support the friends that I have, but also give them the platform that is Smalls, that big stage, and all the other stages throughout, to be able to share with them, to be able to expose them to other people, and from years since, being able to see the collaborations, the friendships that have grown from that as well.
Is it ever weird? Because I know I have groups of friends. I have my friends from college. I have my friends that I went to high school with. I have my friends in the music scene. I have friends from other organizations. But those groups of friends never mingle. And every once in a while, you get them in a room together, and it's kind of weird. Is it weird for you? Because this is kind of like bringing your art friends and your music friends and your yoga friends and all of your different friends and putting them in one room.
It's definitely thrilling. I'll say that. Most of the time, just everyone that I ever associate myself with, I would like to think, would always be open arms to everyone, giving everyone a chance, and just being awesome people that I surround myself with, would only want to, just be open and lift up everyone else, to support everyone. And like I say, like the collaborations or the friendships, that supportive network from years past, it might take a little bit of an icebreaker here and there, but as soon as people start performing, like the day goes on, people are moving around, just like having a good time and just like really responding to each other's energies.
Have you ever seen anything come about after All Scene? Like you get all of these people in one room, you've got the musicians, you've got the artists, you've got yoga, you've got everything going on, comedians. Do you ever see a show that pops up on your radar, it scrolls across your Facebook timeline, and you think, I wonder if those people met at All Scene? Have you ever seen a situation like that?
I definitely think it's safe to say I've seen that without thinking of anything too specific. Throughout the different circles of friends, I've been so graced to have been told firsthand of instances such as that. So that's all the more reassuring and reaffirming just to keep doing it from year to year, getting asked throughout the year after it's over, like what's next in store, or are you doing it again? What else are you gonna add? So it's always cool just organically seeing all these things come alive and just happen. Life is beautiful.
Brian Crawford here with Mike Zickefoose. We're talking about the All Scene Entertainment Festival happening right here at Mr. Smalls Theater. That is going to be on October 14th. And you've said you've added comedy. Has comedy always been involved in All Scene?
The first 2 years it was. The first year there was all the music, the art, comedy, and a film festival.
Wow.
Second year didn't have the film festival but still had the comedy. Year 3 didn't have comedy, so I'm super glad
It wasn't a laughing matter.
It was sad. I would have loved to been able to have more performance areas and just more time to include that. So definitely excited to offer that to people. To have a good time, enjoy some laughs.
Can you list a few names? And where will they be performing at?
Yeah. So Ian Insect and Too Stupid will be hosting the comedy portion in the Funhouse, appropriate enough, at 10 o'clock in the Funhouse. There'll also be Garrett Teitelbaum, Harry Gilliland, Kumi Aikida, and James J. Hamilton to look forward to.
Nice.
And
where are they performing?
In the Funhouse.
In the Funhouse, okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Very cool. I always felt like that was kind of a good venue for comedy because it has a lounge-like feel to it with the tables and the bar in the back and things like that.
Yeah, the beautiful thing that Smalls has just been able to always exude is just like the adaptability of the compound, to be able to, rather than just like the regular run of shows for special events like this, being able to craft and mold and change things out of the everyday show. So this is another fun thrill, slight challenge, but just being here long enough and knowing how things work or can work to be able to facilitate and give the performers, the patrons, an awesome fun time is always my charge and aim towards the festival.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. And it's all day, right? Like, what are the times for the festival?
Yeah, long day. It's going to be a great one. Doors are at 3, music at 3:45. The yoga by Jenny Signs of Millville Yoga Collective, that will start at 4:15. The drum circle at 5 o'clock. Re-entry, so you can take your yoga mats, your hand drums back to your car and still come back in. Re-entry ends at 8 o'clock. The comedy starts at 10. And then the last of the music will go till 1 in the morning.
Nice. And the yoga, is she doing the yoga and her group, or are they doing it to any type of music? Because I know during the Millville Music Festival, they actually did yoga outside of Millville Studios, which was the metal stage, and they were doing some really like hardcore yoga to metal music, which was pretty badass.
So this session will have live music included by Joe and Jeremy playing the terrapan, the didgeridoo, as well as some other guest performances just to help add to the spirit of it. Also held out in the courtyard.
So that's going to be out here.
As long as the weather's cooperative, it'll be a nice, awesome day. Rain backup plans just in case, so no fear there. Always good to have all bases covered.
Definitely.
But I'm gonna, hopefully, if I'm not running around too much, I would love to join in the session, just to be able to re-energize and continue on throughout the long day and be able to run around and catch a little bit of everyone.
Now, we did get a couple comments here in the Facebook Live chat. Liz Victory, who you can hear every Thursday morning, 10 a.m. at riversedgepgh.com, she gave you a shout-out. She said that it's got to be tough booking the entire building, so she gave you a shout-out there. Congratulations. And Elaine from Medicap Pharmacy wanted to let us know that she is tuning in. She's listening to the interview, and hopefully she's getting all excited to come to All Scene, which you can see the beautiful poster right here behind us.
Yes.
So, yeah, I'm very excited. It's going to be great. So, any last thoughts, Mike, before we wrap up this edition of Pittsburgh Backstage?
If you've never come to the festival before, or if you've heard about it at years past and never been able to make it, I just can't encourage it enough. So much new music, as well as some awesome returning All Scene alumni to check out as well. There truly is just something for everyone. It's all ages, $10 advance, 12 on the day for 20 plus acts.
Which is a steal, really. Given everything that's involved, I would say it's safe to say it's a steal.
I hope so. I've never wanted to take from anyone, just to provide an awesome platform to support live entertainment.
Very cool. That is, again, October 14th. Doors at
3.
Doors at 3, right here at Mr. Smalls Theater, all throughout the entire compound, right here at Mr. Smalls. And where can they get the tickets? At MrSmalls.com?
MrSmalls.com.
There you go. You've got all the information. You have no excuse not to show up. It's Mike Zickefoose. I'm Brian Crawford. You were listening to Pittsburgh Backstage here on the Rivers Edge Radio Network at riversedgepgh.com, Pittsburgh's voice for local music.